Bpmnk Cafe is a startup food and beverage company aimed at offering a cheap, comfortable, and student-friendly cafe. The concept of establishing Bpmnk Cafe came because a team of 6 accounting students realized that there is a great demand among University Utara Malaysia students of inexpensive food and conducive study environment. It is a fact that many students in University Utara Malaysia have difficulties in locating the eating places that are not only affordable but also comfortable enough to conduct a group discussion, do some homework, or even have a break between lessons. This is the gap that motivated the founder to establish a cafe that is conscious and appreciative of the everyday lifestyle of the student. Our mission is clear, which is to offer quality, low-price meal to university students in a well-organized and friendly atmosphere that would complement their academic and social life. Bpmnk Cafe is dedicated to providing an environment in which the student can study, interact, and even rest without fear of high costs and congested space. The cafe will meet the daily need of students balancing their academic load and financial constraints by providing freshly cooked meal, welcoming service, and amenities to study like free high-speed Wi-Fi and seat available to them. And our vision is to become the most trusted and preferred student-friendly cafe in the region, known for our affordability, comfort, and community-focused culture. Our company objective divided into 3, which is the first one is to be responsible, profitable, which is to stabilize and grow profitably by providing affordable menu prices and operational efficiency, and also remain a positive factor to the student community and meet social responsibility that help creating a healthy cafe atmosphere. The second one is to encourage student purchase, which is we will hold little gathering, offer or student center program in order to establish a healthy community spirit. And the last one is to make things green, utilize sustainable packaging, and contribute to the UUM Go Green No Plastic Waste program by removing a single-use packaging, reducing food waste using effective kitchen workflow management, and improve it through efficient waste management.
In the next 10 years, our cafe aims to become the most trusted, student-focused cafe in UAE. We want to be known not only for our affordability and comfort, but also for creating a strong and supportive campus community. To achieve this, we plan to expand our branch to multiple locations within UEM and even nearby campus. We also aim to build a long-term partnership with student organizations such as MPP and continuously innovate our menu and facilities so we remain relevant to the student market. Supporting this long-term vision are our intermediate goal for the next 5 years. During this period, we will focus on increasing engagement by hosting student events, special promotion, and interactive workshops. This activity will encourage social interaction, collaboration, and creativity among students. With more involvement and visibility, our cafe will gradually become well-known across the campus. Finally, our short-term goals focus on strengthening daily operation. We prioritize maintaining high-quality food, clean and comfortable seating, and friendly customer service. Reliable Wi-Fi and a productive study environment are essential elements we ensure every day. By consistently offering positive experience, we aim to increase customer satisfaction and build loyalty among students. In our cafe, we use three main types of planning: strategic, tactical, and operational, each handled by different level of management. For strategic planning, the responsibility falls to our top management, guided by our vision and mission. They focus on long-term goals that stretch over the next 10 years. Their priorities including building a strong brand identity, forming a long-term partnership with university bodies, and ensuring sustainable profit growth. This allows us to keep our price affordable for students while still expanding and improving. Next comes tactical planning, which is carried out by our middle management over a shorter 5-year period. This includes managers such as the kitchen manager and marketing manager. Their role is to translate the long-term vision into practical action, like introducing loyalty program, upgrading team capabilities, and making the best use of the resource they have. This plan helps strengthening each department so that the whole cafe operates more smoothly. Finally, operational planning is handled by our first line management, specifically the shift supervisor. Their job is to put the tactical plan into action through the day-to-day activities. To ensure consistency, we rely on standing plan procedure we use regularly. One important example is our standard operation procedure for brewing coffee. These SOPs outline every step our staff must follow, helping us maintain the same taste and quality every single day. This supports our short-term operational goals and ensure customers always receive the best experience from our cafe.
The first is strategic positioning. Strategic positioning is a vital process to find a way to achieve a sustainable competitive advantage. We also need to plan carefully and consider our constraints, such as lack of financial resources and need to compete with strong competitors. To overcome the constraint, Bpmnk Cafe positions itself as a community hub. We do this by choosing a location with a lot of parking to solve a common customer problem. We also focus on training for our staff to have skills like remembering our regular customer names. To create a positive environment and connection in this cafe. Next is assessing current reality. Bpmnk Cafe use SWOT analysis and practices contingency planning to assess our current reality. Contingency means the determination of alternative action to be taken if the first plan is disrupted. Let me go through our SWOT analysis. Our strength is the high quality of our product. Bpmnk Cafe only use premium ingredient in our product. We also have a weakness, which is that Bpmnk Cafe is a new brand, so we set small targets to make sure our managers are not stressed and afraid of failing. Our opportunity is our strategic location near a college. We can attract more students to come to our cafe by providing free Wi-Fi so they can study easily. However, we face threats like many new competitors starting to open nearby our cafe. Our contingency plan for this trade is to launch a promotion such as buy one free one to attract more people to come to our cafe. That is our strategy for building Bpmnk Cafe as a strong and connected community base.
Organizing. Organizing is the management function that follows after planning. Organizing is the process of assembling and assigning the resources needed to achieve missions and goals. The resources like human, physical, financial, and informational. Organizing process includes defining activities, classify activities, grouping activities, and distribution of authority and responsibility. According to Chester Burnett, organizing is a function by which the concern is be able to define the role positions, the jobs related, and the coordination between authority and responsibility. Evidence level of organizational culture. In evident enterprise, the organizational culture can be explained using Shine's three levels of organizational culture. First one is the artifacts. Artifacts include structured workstation, standardized uniform, daily briefing, and SOP boards. Clear artifacts teach staffs the expected behavior, without long explanation. Next, the espoused value. The espoused value focus more on missions and goals such as customer satisfaction, fast services, cleanliness, and teamwork, which are communicated through training and daily briefings. Employees understand what behavior management expect and why these values matter. Finally, the underlying assumptions. The underlying assumptions is the shared belief that customers must be served quickly, the food quality must be consistent, and the importance of teamwork during peak hours. Over time, employees sense the cafe's way of doing things and create strong and stable culture within the organization. Evidence types of organizational culture can be explained through Cameron and Quinn's competing values framework model. Kim Cameron and Robert Quinn created a four-box model that can be used to categorize organizational culture. They conclude that there are four types of organizational culture, which are clan, hierarchy, adhocracy, and market. Based on competing values framework, the evidence cafe shows a mix of clan culture and hierarchy culture. The clan elements appear through friendly teamwork and information communications, while the hierarchy elements appear through strict hygiene rules, standardized recipes, and reporting lines that led to clear change of command. This cultural combination supports cafe's functional structure and makes cafe's operation smoother and more coordinated by ensuring both consistency and cooperation, especially during busy periods.
Greetings everyone. Today I will be presenting on the concept of leading within management. To start, what exactly is leading? It is defined as the managerial process that involves motivating, influencing, and guiding people. It is not simply about giving orders, it requires effective communication and managing the relationships between all team members to ensure everyone works together toward the organization's goals. Leading is also deeply concerned with developing a positive culture. It creates an environment where employees are encouraged to give their best and are empowered to make informed decisions. Ultimately, the main goal of leadership is to harmonize personal actions with the interests of the organization. When done correctly, it ensures that everyone acts effectively and in unison to achieve efficiency. With this leadership skill in our company, the goals of evident enterprise would be easier to be realized. Moving on to our second slide, let's look at process perspectives on employee motivation. While some theories look at what motivates people, process perspectives, however, focus on how motivation occurs and why people choose certain behaviors to satisfy their needs. There are three key theories you need to know. First of all, expectancy theory. This suggests that people are motivated if they believe their effort will lead to a good performance and that this performance will lead to a desired reward. Essentially, if an employee trusts that working hard will result in a specific bonus, they are motivated to do it. For instance, Everdine Enterprise might promise a $1,000 bonus check for any staff member who hits a specific sales target for premium coffee blends. One of our employees, Aqil, trusts that the company will give the bonus if he performs well because he will believe his extra effort in upselling to customers will lead to this reward. Second, equity theory. This argues that individuals are motivated by social fairness. People compare their input like time and experience against the rewards they receive and then compare that ratio to others. If the comparison feels unfair, motivation drops. Third, goal setting theory. Finally, managers can influence behavior by setting goals. For goals to be effective, they need goal difficulty, meaning they should be challenging but not impossible. For example, if the Avondale Enterprise Sales Manager asks the sales force to increase cafe sales by 500%, instantly the staff will likely give up. A more realistic goal, such as 10% only increase, would be a better incentive. And goal specificity, meaning they must be clear and precise rather than vague. For example, A vague goal of increasing total revenue is not very specific. Instead, setting a goal to increase total revenue by 5% in the next 4 months is quite specific and gives the team a clear to aim a target for. For my final slide, I will discuss behavioral approaches and transformational leadership. First, behavioral management, also known as the human relations movement, focuses on understanding worker motivations and group dynamics. This approach claims that organizations work the best when managers consider the social and physiological needs of their workers. It recognizes employees as a valuable assets rather than just a tools. We also have transformational leadership. This is a style where the leader inspires followers to perform beyond expectations instead of just using rewards and punishment. Transformational leadership establishes a vision and promotes a sense of commitment. A great example from our CEO, which is CEO of Evident Enterprise, who always arrives early to help clean the cafe. This behavior sets a standard for the staff to follow. Consequently, the employees are inspired by this model and take pride in their shared mission. That concludes my presentation on leading. Thank you for listening.
We will begin with the most forward-thinking control, which is feed-forward control. Essentially, feed-forward control is all about prevention. It aims to detect and prevent problems before they even happen, rather than fixing them after the fact. We do this by looking for any potential deviation from our standard, which involve forecasting potential issue with manpowers, inventory, or our overall operating process. The human resources aspect of this is vital. We constantly look ahead, identifying potential staffing issue, change in job requirement, and the skill needed for top performance. Our solution is constant development. We ensure every employee, such as the example of employees attending a seminar on customer service, receive the necessary professional development training upfront. This proactive measure builds competence and prevents service failure later on. Next, let's look at the control method we are all familiar with, which is feedback control. This is our look-back mechanism. Feedback control happens after a task is complete. Its goal is to evaluate performance and use that data to improve our future action. The primary tools we use are key performance indicator (KPIs) and performance report, which is allow us to assess how well we did against our target. The key takeaway here is that customer feedback is not just a rating. It's a strategic asset. By successfully utilizing customer comments, we can significantly boost the overall success of the store and make sure our customers stay happy and loyal. For example, we encourage customers to post review or suggestion in the form of post-dining surveys or QR codes in the store. We then use the input to make necessary change, such as modifying the music theme, the cafe atmosphere, or even changing the proportion of coffee component. Finally, we come to concurrent control. This is management happening in the moment right now, as the activity is in progress. Concurrent control is used to monitor activities as they occur. The purpose is to make instant corrective based on our plans. Think of this is a live production monitoring. For instance, our supervisor constantly monitor the preparation of food and drinks, ensuring that orders are served accurately and promptly. This is crucial for immediate problem solving. If any mistakes or problem happens at the time, the supervisor immediately contacts the team to prevent the issue from reaching the customer. This maintains great customer service and ensures everything runs smoothly. In conclusion, the success and development of Evident Enterprise depends on the successful execution of these three controls: feed-forward for prevention, concurrent for real-time correction, and feedback for future improvement. Thank you.
In conclusion, Everdine Enterprise long-term success depends on the effective use of the four management functions, which is planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Through strategic, tactical, and operational planning, the cafe maintains clear direction and support its mission to be UUM most reliable cafe and student-centered cafe. Organizing ensure efficient use of the resources with a functional structure that assign tasks based on expertise, supported by a workplace culture combining clan and hierarchy elements that promote teamwork, stability, and consistent service. The third one, which is the leadership, strengthen performance through fair treatment, goal clarity, and employee motivation theories. And lastly, transformational practices that build trust and commitment. Finally, controlling keep operation on track through feed-forward, concurrent, and feedback control that prevent issues, correct problem in real time, and drive continuous improvement. Together, these functions help Everdice Enterprise to stay competitive, customer-focused, and aligned with its long-term vision. Thank you so much.